The next two students that you're going to meet are Antoine and Sarav, and it's going to be a partner conference. Now, Antoine and Sarav are pretty good buddies. They get along really well. They have a lot of fun together. Sometimes they can get distracted during partner time, and it's not because they're not on grade level and they're not fluent readers. They're very good readers. They just like to have a lot of fun and talk about recess and other things. So today, I'm going to kind of see what their plan has been over the past couple weeks and what they've been working on. And I actually have a text set of a book that I think they're really going to enjoy. It's right at their level, and I'm going to kind of assign them something to do, maybe to read, a chapter every night or during reading workshop to help their discussion time when they're together at partner time. So it's a little bit more structured. So we'll take a look at their conference, and we'll see how that goes. Hey guys, how's it going? What are you working on? Sarav's going to read a book. Antoine, you are going to read a book? Are you guys one person reading a page? Guys, before you get started with a book to read, here, have a seat right here, Antoine. We're going to take a look at your files. Because I kind of want to get to know what your plan is at partner time. You know how sometimes we talked about that? You kind of need a plan to make sure you're focused. So right when you get together with your partner, you have something to work on right away. What have you been doing recently? What do you usually do every day when you have partner time? Antoine, nice amount. I can't hear you.
Usually just pick a book and read it by page.
Okay, so you usually just pick up a book and read it page by page. Would you agree, Sarav? That's kind of what you've been working on? Okay. You know what I would think? I would think that at this point in the year, you probably don't need to pick up a book and read it page by page. Both of you guys, really good readers. You could probably do a lot of your reading on your own and then more discussion together, rather than reading a book and reading it page by page, and it might be a book you've already read during reading workshop. Okay? Do you have any books that are similar in your book file?
Yeah.
What do you have? Any books that are the same?
Horrible Harry.
You both have a Horrible Harry book? Is it the exact same one? Okay, but they're a little bit different, but they're from the same series. Okay. Last night I was thinking about you guys, and I thought it might be fun if you form this little partnership, kind of like a little book club. Remember how I told you that I have book clubs with my friends? We all have the same book, and we talk about it? I was thinking I could give Antoine the same book as Sarah, and you guys can read it on your own, but you can use partner time to talk about it. This was the one I was thinking about. It's called Freckle Juice. Have you heard of this before? It's a pretty funny book. It's about a boy who really wants freckles because then his mom wouldn't know he was dirty and he would never need to take a bath. So it's pretty funny. And then there's a girl in his class that tells him that he can make a special juice to grow freckles on his face. So I thought you might like it. Does it sound like it might be kind of interesting to try? Okay. Well, here's something that some other partnerships have done. I want to give you guys a chance to read the back cover clue and see if there's a table of contents. But what you could do is you could decide to read a chapter every day, either during reading workshop, or you could take it home to read it, and then you talk about that chapter during partner time. It's kind of like you give yourself a little homework assignment to do. Okay? So let's look at chapter 1. We'll see how long it is. Do you think you'd be able to read a chapter a day? This is how long chapter 1 is. Did you finish a chapter like during reading workshop? You think so? You're thinking 3 chapters?
No, I just finished 3.
You just finished what? 3 chapters?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking you could definitely read 1 chapter.
Yeah.
Antoine, do you think you could read 1 chapter? Okay. So what I would suggest is during reading workshop time, and you guys can decide too if you want to take it home, you read 1 chapter, and then during partner time, you talk about that chapter a little bit, like we do when we have book clubs. Okay? Sound like something you want to try? You're going to need to be prepared, though. You're going to need a couple of things. One thing you're going to need is a bookmark. Okay? And what I would do is every day, if you want to read up to chapter 2, if you want to finish chapter 1, put your bookmark right here. And during reading workshop, read up until the bookmark. And then you'll know that you can stop there and you can have a discussion with your partner. Okay? The other thing that I think would be great for you to do is if I give both of you a sticky note and you can jot down some notes to talk to each other about. All right? So I'm going to grab a sticky note for each of you too, and you can just write some notes about that chapter. But don't move on to another chapter because your partner's not going to either. Okay? Why don't you start with doing it during reading workshop time? And then if you want to, you can even take your book home and read another chapter at night if you like it. Okay, want to give it a try? Okay, I'm going to give you this. And I'm going to put the bookmark right here. And I'll give you this and put the bookmark right here. And I'm going to give you some sticky notes too, okay? So you're all ready. What I'd like you to do today, since you have a couple minutes of partner time, and you're probably going to start this tomorrow, is today, just read the back cover clue and skim the pages and see if you think the book looks interesting. And then tomorrow during reading workshop, you can get started with chapter 1. All right? All right, I'll get you guys some sticky notes for the discussion too. Okay? All right, go ahead and take a look at the back cover clue.
Oh, yeah, they look so good.
As you could see with the partner conference, Antoine and Sarav were not focused at all when I went to go sit down with them. Their books were still in their book file. Antoine was kind of wandering around the classroom. So I brought them in and kind of gave them a job to do, giving them 2 of the same book to read. So I'm probably going to check back with them in a couple of days to see how it's going, to see if they indeed are reading that book, and a little bit more focused during partner time.